Hey guys, welcome back to the show. You're watching Adam's Garage 88. Today we're going to be working on my E36 project. It's a 1998 BMW 323 convertible with a 5-speed manual transmission. This car was originally a salvage title I pulled out of a junkyard. It had some body damage and a little bit of suspension damage on the passenger front side. I went ahead and took care of the body work as you see in the pictures here. I converted the front end over to an M3 bumper, and I have some fog lights that I just got in today that we're going to install on that bumper. So I need to get the car's lid taken off, pulled out of the garage, turned around and put back in so we can get to work. So let's get to it. All right, guys, got the front end of my car turned around, and here are my fog lights. Now, these things are actually really nice. They've got a glass front on them with a metal housing. You've got the sub housing here. It comes off quickly, so you just pull the tab and they pop out. So it's interchangeable. Say if you decided you didn't want to have yellow anymore, which I chose yellow, you could go with clear and just pop in and out, just like a factory design would. So you don't have to worry about having any issues with that. It's a really nice construction. I actually got these on eBay. I think I paid somewhere around $30 for them. I'll post a link in the comments for them if you would like to get yourself a set. But it's not a bad design, not a bad construction. I'm impressed by the fact that it's eBay and you can get these right here for a relatively decent price and not have to break the bank doing it. They've already come with bulbs and everything, so they're pretty much plug and play. You just screw them on and you're ready to go. So let's get to it. All right, guys, here you can see I'm taking off the front trims off the bumper. You want to be really careful when you're taking these things off. You do not want to pull too hard, because if you tear the tabs off of these things, they do not go back in. You're going to have to get some fresh ones. They're not that easy to just fix and put back in. You're going to have to replace the whole thing. These are brand new, so they come off really easy, and I'm not having too much of an issue here of taking them off. They're just popping right out of there. But older ones I've found, they tend to be a little bit of a problem, so you definitely want to take your time right here and getting these things off so that they go back in properly. You know, old plastics, they don't work too well when you're trying to yank on them. The 13mm nuts that are holding on the bumper, there's only 4 of them, and it's really easy to get off. You just unscrew them and the bumper pulls right off of there. So here you can watch me do that. Alright guys, here you can see I am mocking up the fog lights. I took the sub housings off and mounted them, getting them mounted to the front bumper there. I realized I didn't have any hardware to fasten it down with, so I bought a fastener clip set from eBay again a while ago, a couple years ago, and that just pretty much has all the little plastic snap clips and everything that you would use. And I just found the ones that fit and used those to hold down the fog light inserts there so that I could snap clip it back all together. And that's me making sure everything's fitting right and finding which ones that are going to work inside these holes here. There's 2 little holes on that side where I'm working, and I just push clip up in there and then push the little pin tabs to flare out the push connect. Alright guys, at this point I've already gotten one side taken care of and I'm working on the second, making sure everything is lined up and where I want it. I flip the bumper over here and I make sure everything is mocked up and in place. Well, here is the final result. My M3 bumper finally has the fog lights in it, and the nice yellow color, factory look almost. I think they look really nice. I didn't have to do hardly anything to them to get them to fit in there. At this point, it's just a reassembly process. Right now I am putting on the air brake vent channel. I only have the one. The other side was damaged in the accident, so I can't put that on until I order another one. I'm now plugging in the fog lights, and then I take the bumper and I slide it in place. Make sure everything lines up good so that you don't have to take it off and put it back on again, because that's a huge pain in the butt. I'm installing the 4 bolts to go back in. Make sure everything's lined up. At this point now I am checking to make sure all the fog lights work, and they look pretty nice. I mean, check that out. I'm really pleased with the results. Everything's brand new, so it's all nice and clean and clear looking. So I think it looks great. The interior on this car, it's not very good. It's got some issues. Everything's there, it's just torn up and rotten. The airbag deployed on the driver's side, so I've got to get that fixed. The engine itself, however, it's immaculate. It's a little dusty, but other than that, cranked up fine, no noises. Runs perfectly, the transmission shifts beautifully, so I think I got a pretty good car despite the interior. Alright guys, that concludes this video for the E36. I'm going to have some various projects that I'm going to do with this car throughout the show here, so stay tuned for this one. We're going to get back on the Ruby Red X5 over here. I got some things I got to do, some finishing painting, some touch up, and then we're going to put all the bumper trims back on and everything, and hopefully get this thing rolling out of the garage. So stay tuned, see you then.